H.E. Bork, that is so fucking true. I'm a nasty schoolboy with no place to go. CS heads, try again tomorrow. Don't tell me he'll open a case. Get rid of it. I don't care what the... Nah, whatever. We'll figure it out. Did you see the movie? Did you play 40 hours of Mewgenics this weekend? No, bro. It was a 6-day weekend and my kid was sick the whole time. I didn't do anything. Save your questions for a reasonable person. These are not reasonable times, bro. So she was actually sick? Well, she was too sick to do anything. Let's put it that way. Too sick to really get out of the house, but not sick enough to lay on the couch and watch TV. Kind of in that gray area where it's like you're domestically extremely active, but you don't get that much of a tolerance break by going for a little adventure outside. I was playing Tekken locally and experienced backseating for the first time. Yeah, I mean, that's how it is, man. You ever listen to podcasts that talk about being the man in the arena? No, but the second most man in the arena is a gladiator who's literally in the arena, fighting for their lives. The most man in the arena is guy who is like a tech CFO who also willfully records and releases a podcast, which is the true arena, apparently, where you have no choice but to get into the arena because it's Tuesday at 11 a.m. and you have no choice but to answer bait questions nonstop, which lead to them being criticized. That's the real man in the arena. True arena's poly market? We don't even have that here, man. Did you see they're betting on the price of Bitcoin going up or down in 5 minutes? I did. This is crazy that is the one thing I did see. I went to Kalshi to see what they were pricing the Canada US women's match at because I couldn't find the prediction markets from more traditional books just to get an idea of like, is this like an 80-20? Is this a 55-45? And I was like, what could this crypto tab at the top possibly be? And it said, will the price of Bitcoin go up or down in the next 15 minutes? And I said, these guys are fucking cooked, man. This is insane. That seems like you thought zero data expiry options were bad enough. And then people are betting on like, you know, where it's going to be in a quarter of an hour. Which one did you bet on? Kalshi not allowed here, I'm afraid. And Mark Carney, he's running the Navy like the government. I mean, he's running the government like the Navy. You don't want to take any umbrage. Back in the Trudeau days, you might have been able to get around that with like a VPN and a smile. But these days, I don't know if you want to be taking any chances. They're on high alert, bro. It's fucked up, bro, that I had a basically Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, no Mewgenics. The whole weekend, every single person I follow on Twitch stream Mewgenics the whole time. I tune into the stream, they're with cats I've never seen, with traits I've never heard of, on biomes I didn't know existed, man. And they're all in my mentions nonstop going, hey, we should play CS on Tuesday. We should play CS on Tuesday. How about you don't blow out your fucking Mewgenics wad on the long weekend, bro? Play some CS so that I can play fucking Mewgenics. Film grain off, please. Maybe I'll just go offline. This is the danger of not playing a game for 4 days and then everybody in your chat has watched 60 hours of other people playing it. Your settings are a little different than the stream that I had on my TV all weekend. Bro, just chill. We've been playing for 5 seconds here. Colorblind cards, that's not gonna happen. You hate colorblind people? Literally, my dad is colorblind, and I do not hate him. So demonstrably false. Just wish you could start to distinguish between green and red lights on the traffic lights, but it's not like you're colorblind. Like, there are colorblind people in chat, but the average person typing he hates colorblind people is not colorblind. He hates Barbra Streisand, Kino. Listen, while we're here, before we get started playing Mewgenics, I did watch What's Up, Doc? I thought it was an enjoyable throwback to the screwball comedies that people pretend to like from the 30s and 40s. Can I ask something, though? My review was not meant to be pithy. What the fuck is Barbra Streisand's problem in the movie? At no point do they explain why she spins into Ryan O'Neal's life like a tornado and ruins his fucking existence. She just like starts fucking with him in a hotel drugstore and never lets up, bro. She has no motivation whatsoever. She's just out there. She's a force of nature. No, I don't hate colorblind people. I have colorblind friends. Everyone at Sapphire 918 right now and tell them to put on low latency mode. Sapphire 19. You need to put on low latency mode if you're going to chat so churlish. There you go. Packet spread right now. Don't have a panic attack. I'm sure you... Yeah, you see what it's like to have that attention, the laser focus of the attention placed on you? Take a deep breath. You'll be fine. Watch an episode of Steven Universe. You'll be right back. You'll snap right back in a day or two, okay? Entire chat is red. That's what it's like when I go into Chibley's chat, but apparently people aren't talking to me. my name is an emote in Chibley's chat. I don't know. I think it's tongue sticking out emote. Northernlion, bald, tongue, excited, depressed. What is it? The heck does that mean? This can has mutations. Water does not slow movement. +1 health regen while wet. It's the type of beard a lot of people are rocking in chat, and it's saying beards are never going out of style. Sorry. We'll move Zaya, Count Cannoli. Kate, I can laugh at that. You can't laugh at that. You're gonna get in trouble. It's okay for a man to make fun of another man's facial hair, but if a woman makes fun of a man's facial hair online, she puts a target on her back. I'm not saying you're not, like, in the right. I'm just saying for your own, like, health and safety. Women can have facial hair. She got me there when you get out-woked by your wife. Any tips for dealing with Ludwig the Accursed? I'll just send him a message on Discord. He's usually pretty good about responding to it. Which I do not say about every streamer, bro. A lot of streamers, myself included, not great about replying. Ludwig's pretty good about replying, man. I was thinking, any Stephen King fans in the chat, what if instead of deadass, we start saying dudditz? Like, I'm dudditz inventing the entire plot of Dreamcatcher in my head right now. Those butt aliens aren't even real, bro. All this shit with the US Air Force, that shit ain't even real. I don't think so. No, I thought you guys said you like Stephen King. Millennials are bad at slang? Actually true. That's legit true. I'm not afraid to say it. Sus Clear's legit, bro. How do you spell it? Dudditz? It's spelled like it sounds, bro. D-U-D-D-I-T-Z. Dudditz. It's that simple. Are we ready? I think we're definitely ready to maybe start with one of these, although I guess I can't imagine why I would want to do a basic attack on a unit that's going to die anyway before we use Seppuku, but so be it. And yeah, I said it in the original Japanese style. White man orders food in perfect Japanese. Sumimasen, namabiro hitotsu onegai shimasu. Yeah. I know what I'm doing. I've been around the block a couple times. What is the creature I'm looking at? Hi, I'm Ryan. I'm 37. I'm 37 years old. It's not that big of a deal. Lots of people are that age or even older these days. Oh no, it's butt orgasm. Butt orgasm, you already got banned from Apollo's chat. And for the record, it was not me that banned you. And you're gonna say, what did they say that got them banned? I typed something in Apollo's chat and they said, NL being here makes me want to come from my butt. Which is like it's kind of a crazy comment. I don't think anyone would take issue with that being actionable. But if you look at the message, butt orgasm, what did I say in my message? I said, hi, butt orgasm. Kind of my way of saying, like, here's that attention you ordered. By the way, we're blessed because we got a fucking stun, bro. Alexander Pope doesn't know shit. Blessed are the fucking strong because they have a 10% chance to stun with every attack. I am on low latency. I'm just also on mobile. It's nuts for some reason. Sapphire, you're replying to some stuff that I said. I mean, it might literally be like 35 minutes ago at this point. I think you gotta... I think you gotta figure out what's going on with that. You should have picked a speedier cat. Should have gotten to a worse night. Wait, I'm doing the potion seller in reverse. My potions are too strong for you. My cats are too slow for you, gamer. You should have picked a faster cat. Please. Kitten merchant, I'm headed into battle. I need your fastest cats. You can handle my fastest cats, console gamer. My fastest cats have too much alacrity for the likes of you. You're a rascal, Edmund. You're a rascal. You redeemed it? Yeah, I started a little slow. I've been dad for like 5 days straight. Who's getting the best heal? I mean, honestly, a lot of people say Theodore, but I think it's Simon because it's the first time he's ever gotten a heal. Straight up. Alvin, I mean, he's the front man. He's the singer, bro. Come on, bro. Why'd you say that? You don't think that Alvin and the Chipmunks were getting pussy on their world tour? Especially around the holiday season. Christmas, Christmas time is here. It's 100% Alvin. I gotta see the picture again. Heard you're meowing. You've got weak purr game, I'm afraid. Literally true, though. I've never been able to roll my R's. I wish I could. Remember we did during one of I think it was the Dark Souls randomizer. I spent like probably 2 or 3 hours, and the only commentary that I had at all was trying to roll my R's. I just, for whatever reason, I've never been able to get the tongue to work in such a way that I can roll the R's, and I'm jealous of those that can. If I'm being honest with you, I'm jealous of those that can. But apparently I can auto-tune myself, so I'm not sweating it, to be honest with you. Place your tongue behind your top front teeth. Relax the tongue and breathe out. Did it work? Punch face. Your basic attacks are critical if they hit the front. We do a lot of damage. That seems really good. Just doubling the damage of hitting units head on. After you kill 3 units, gain 6 movement, and backstabs have a 100% crit chance. I'll be so fucking dudditz with you right now. I thought they already did have a 100% crit chance. And Opan Turtle style? Nah, that's the one thing Sai said that I don't agree with. We're gonna go punch face on this one. Spawn 1 to 2 extra pickups at the start of bat. +2. +2 from the wife hits so good, man. I gotta be honest with you. Dudditz kind of growing on me. Dudditz, is Dudditz growing on you? Yeah! I love it, man. I think Dudditz could be the slang of the summer. We might have some swag type plays. Check this out. I would consider this a swag type play any day of the week. Ah! I thought it would just move it. My bad, y'all. I'll be honest with you, we don't give a fuck about getting +2 bonus moves if we end our turn with unused movement actions. We don't really give a fuck about the rock either. And that goes double for anybody who's seen that movie that he was in that's not the Iron Claw. It's called The Smashing Machine. They keep sending me emails. The Smashing Machine is now available on Paramount Plus. Bro, literally, who gives a fuck? I'm sorry, I don't care. I don't care. Little pro tip for you. I don't know if you're in Canada. If you're in Canada, just get the Criterion channel, man. It is $14.99 a month, okay? But imagine me going through the Prime Video app, adding stuff to my watch list. Oh, this looks good, but I gotta get Crave to get. Oh, this looks good, but I gotta get the Stars. I gotta get the Hollywood channel. This looks good, but it's PVOD, so I gotta do a $3.99 rental and watch it within 48 hours. $14.99 for the Criterion collection. It has every movie you would ever want on your watch list right in there. And a little extra commentary if you got time for that, but the Peloton rides aren't that long, to be honest. Millions of leeches for free. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like any of the worm type, I was gonna call them enemies, but really they're just animals. I think of a leech, if I got out of a creek and there was a leech on my arm, I would need my wife to restrain me before I ripped my own arm out of my socket. And I got a certain tolerance for some stuff that bothers other people. Like, I don't give a fuck about needles, really, or like seeing blood. But if a leech was like attached to my arm, if there was a living parasite attached to my arm sucking my blood, like, I think I would lose all rationality. What about other parasites? Well, like, I'd rather I'd rather not think about like a parasite being inside of my body or whatever, but it's not as bad as like a leech on the outside for some reason. I don't know, it's just something about it. Something about it's just kind of weird. I'm not saying it's necessarily rational. It would make it very difficult for me to like be in a hospital in the age of Leonardo da Vinci, I think, but I don't think that's gonna happen to a guy like me. What about the maggot treatment for debriding a wound? I would rather, I mean, they could do it if they think that it's going to help, but they gotta medicate me, I think. Or at least, like, I'm not saying they have to put me under general anesthesia, but like, they have to give me some kind of, at least like a light colonoscopy type sedation before they put like some larva on my feet. Blindfold and then tell me it's like little fish or something, that could work. Hold up, you only get light sedation for colonoscopy? Well, the way Canada works, I'm not complaining because I know it could be worse. But the way I understand it, if you find a clinic where you can pay out of pocket, you can basically get whatever you want. But if the province is covering it, they basically give you like a glass of Zinfandel and then say, bend over. I was awake for mine. They gave me just enough sedation that I knew every time they asked me a question, I was talking way too much. Like I was answering way more than they asked me, but not so much sedation that I thought that that was awesome. I had like just enough sedation that I was cognizant of how stupid I sounded, but could not stop myself from talking. Examine, destroy. I'll try, bro. Let's try to loot it with our arrow. Flynn leaps in fright. Okay. Can I say something? Would you be mad at me if I said something? Only complaint I have about Mewgenics is that I want to click ignore on every single event I come across. That's your problem? Why? Because I haven't spent 45 hours playing it because I'm ensuring the safety of the human race by procreating? Is that what you're trying to say? Why can't real life be like the first 43 minutes of Anora? I think it could be if you're... What's his name? Alexei? Vanya? Wait, see, that's how you know it's a good movie. I can still remember one of the characters' names. Yo, Yelnats, thank you for the raid. I haven't seen you around in the Peloton chat in a little bit. Were you ever in the Peloton chat? I think you were. I did a 1 hour today, actually. W Yelnats. That's what I'm talking about right there. Lately, we've had some people in the Peloton Discord that are trying to get in there to escape MISC without actually riding the Peloton. I hate to inform you of this. You need to ride the Peloton to go into the Peloton chat. Otherwise, they're ill-gotten gains. MISC is hell? Well, buy the bike then. You got two options. MISC or the Peloton. Yes, this Discord is locked behind a $2,000 bike. Is Jordan here? Jordan, can you let them know that you can actually, you can get the bike for $3 on Facebook Marketplace? Haters will say it's fake. They don't want you to remove an excuse from them. Get destroyed. What about the subscription? You literally just side load Zwift on it. Jordan can help you with that one as well. Who TF is Jordan? You got a lot to learn, man. you got a lot to learn. 900 bucks for me on Marketplace. Not my fault you live in a high cost of living area. Blame that on being a software engineer. I didn't do that shit. You did that shit. Says the software user. You got me with that one. I can't deny that. I do be using software. Holy shit. You gotta hear me out on this. Well, wait. No, I've only got 7 mana. You've got to pay the price, man. What the fuck happened? Oh, the harpoon! Oh, no! No! Okay, that's fine. Probably 1D chess, see where we're going here. I don't want to talk about it. You know what, bud? Still felt good. Move combat speed to 2. I'm not replying to you. I could have said something so mean. I'm not replying to you. I've seen you around for a long time. You may have watched too much of this game. That's the polite way for me to say what originally the demon that popped up in my mind. I'm sorry, by the way, I'm a millennial, and there's things we millennials, we have to do we won't apologize for. One is, if I'm buying an airline ticket, I have to do it on my computer. I can't do it on my cell phone. You need to have access to tab browsing. Tab browsing on a big monitor is a buff. On your phone, it's a debuff. You're always like, where the fuck did my tab go? Plus, I need a full keyboard because they want you to type in your Aeroplan number every single time you buy a ticket, bro. I bought tickets from you like 1,000 times. What do you mean you don't have my Aeroplan number? But then the other thing is, I just like watch stuff or like play stuff. I don't immediately go to the settings menu and look for like how to speed it up. But I don't know if that's like a Gen X or a Gen Z thing where they're like, well, this is cool. This thing that's been designed for me is cool. Is there any way I could like triple the speed so I could take in slop 3 times faster than they want me to take in slop? I don't know, man. The 10-second skip button is legit. That was a great invention. Thoughts on Old Joy? Gotta share peak nothing happens cinema with chat? What do you mean nothing happens, bro? A guy gets a back rub. Old Joy goated for hipster millennials? It's something like, it's kind of like a Pacific Northwest foo bar, if you will. I mean, I liked it, man. Don't talk to me about What's Up, Doc. Nobody, people will say, I don't like your review of What's Up, Doc. That's fine. Can you explain to me what Barbra Streisand's fucking problem is? Why is she ruining that poor musicologist's life? For absolutely no reason. What's up with Santa still being up and it feels like it's March? What's up with your mom still doing your laundry? That might not be fair, but am I wrong? Favorite Kurosawa joint? I usually say Rashomon, but I'm not sure if I'm remembering it right. Little Simpsons joke. Little Simpsons joke for you. Bro, when you get a second, can you ask him why I'm banned in his chat? Okay, when you get a second, can I ask you who's him? And do not say fucking Marlon Wayans, because I haven't seen the movie yet. W him reference? It seems like a really, really good movie. I mean, how could it not be good? It's produced by Jordan Peele, right? He said slime? Oh, man. Obviously, I'm not gonna ask him that. That's crazy. Jordan Peele has one good movie? Nope. Oh, man. 1 second. People don't like Jordan Peele? There's always backlash, right? I think Get Out is great. Us is fun. And Nope is great. That's my canonical Jordan Peele take. I would rank them Get Out, Nope, fairly close together. Us, a cut below, but still worth watching, for sure. Still fun. Him is trash. Okay, but he only produced that. When it says from the producer of something, you have to, at this point in your life, say that doesn't mean anything to a guy like me. I think that might mean that he said, go ahead. Sure, sounds good. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. The only person who I would say deserves the producer credit because it actually means something is that guy who said that Spider-Man should have rollerblades. Remember that? Because that guy was cooking. I don't think that's something where I don't think any other person involved in the filmmaking production could have come up with that idea by themselves. Like, that's from the twisted fucking mind of A.V. Arad or whatever. Love the stream title today. Thank you for that. Who doesn't love a little Zoolander reference? We're kind of we're a little bit in the Stillerssance, man, as far as I'm concerned. After the Ben Stiller Benson Boone Instacart ad, where he does a backflip off the top of the building, I think Stiller's having like I don't even know. This is like a 6th Stiller golden age, man. I'm directing so much blindness. People say I'm that dude who directed City of God, whose name I don't remember. But I do remember that he directed City of God and Blindness. I do recall that he directed both of those. And also, for some reason, The Two Popes. He did that one as well. That's so true. What about that classic reaction image? You're literally hitting me even though you're on my team. What the fuck are you doing? That reaction image, that's like the two people arguing over which cake is better, and then the person who receives them just goes, holy shit, 2 cakes. But instead of 2 cakes, it's 2 fucking popes, bro. Holy shit, 2 popes. More like 2 nopes. So true. So if Jordan Peele was making a sequel to Nope, I see what you're saying. You know how much mental power it took me to rotate this guy 90 degrees counterclockwise in my head to see if I would get hit by his arm? I'm a little embarrassed to say, to be honest. Why not backstab? Thank you for laughing in their face, librarian. I appreciate that. They don't know about, what is it? Sucker punch? Aura farming? I forget what it's called. Yo, Chitalian, thank you for the gifted subscriptions. 1 for each animal in the Zodiac. Have you noticed that? 1 for each animal in the Zodiac. Happy Year of the Horse, everybody. So true. You're going to say, NL, what was the year that just went by? I'm going to tell you, I do not know. I do not remember the year that just passed. But I don't think that makes me the only one. We just left the Year of the Snake. Bro, that's a huge upgrade. Going from snake to horse. Also, no disrespect, but any 25-year-olds or 49-year-olds in the chat, look what they do to mimic a fraction of our power. That's right. Where are my dragons at? Where are my fucking dragons at right now? I don't know what sound a dragon makes. One of these things is not like the other, bro. Close enough. Where are my pigs at? Pathetic. Unless that's the year that my wife is, in which case it's the most beautiful animal. I actually think she's a year of the sheep. Oh, we go right to left on this one. The desert is in Japan. This is crazy, man. Arabic's also right, left. Can I level with you? Can I be 100% with you? I did not know that. But I did get the final Jeopardy question right on my Jeopardy question of the day calendar. It said, of the 6 languages the UN officially conducts business in, this is the only one that's necessarily in cursive. And I said, Arabic. Cursive if you're my 2nd grade English teacher. Am I right, fellow people who learned cursive writing? I'm just trying to get something. My buddy got a hair transplant in Turkey in his mid-20s and he's already balding again 6 years later. Wait, that can happen? I'm not even, like, trying to feign ignorance. You can get male pattern baldness again after getting a hair transplant? You can't escape karma? There is that. It's the hormones? Yeah, I know, but I just kind of thought, like, I mean, that a hair transplant must work. Otherwise, why would you get one? Unless it's just, you're just getting one for, like, I don't know, your wedding or something. You got a wedding coming up and you're like, I'd love to have some hair back. And then you get to act 20 times. That's right. Reanimate? Bro, what the hell is this? Must have thorns. Great, my fucking tank is dead and now he has a broken paw and he's got -1 strength forever. And now the cactus has a hammer somehow. Oh, and he gets to act again! Because of course he does! This is a big shot, though. Okay, I don't even know if that'll count as a kill. That's the most fucked up part of this whole situation. Create some water. Not that we have a bottle to use it with, but I guess, like, now... Give you a click melee attack heal. Holy weapon that doesn't do anything. We pass our turn. Need to do 43 damage. You get to act 2 times. Like, are we sure that this is the way it's supposed to work? He gets to act 2 times. Oh my god, I didn't attack the corpse. So he's gonna get to attack like 10 times. I have 6 bleed. I have 7 bleed. Oh my god. 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 Oh, holy fucking shit. And the cactus gets to go again. Oh my god. Are you fucking trolling me? And the cactus gets to go again? Well, we'll just end our... Maybe I'll move right in between you and just end my turn. So that you can kill me faster. You weren't locked in? It's my bad. I forgot that the enemies get to take 17 actions. I'm still trained on this world where enemies get to take like 1 action, possibly 2 per turn. Forgot that in this game they just sort of keep going. They're like horses, which is appropriate given the day. You can exit and retry. We don't do that in roguelikes, to be honest with you. That's not how you play roguelikes. The cats at your house awaited the return of the fluffy crusaders, but no one returned. You just killed them for the unlock? I'm never going back to the desert again. I'll tell you that. You need to play the desert to go further in the game. I said what I said. Units that attack or contact you have a 10% chance to get petrified. That could be sweet. Allies gain all stats up whenever you kill something. That's fairly unlikely, though. He has no mana? No, he has no intelligence. He has no mana regen. He has great starting mana, so maybe he could spread the mana, right? It seems like to me that would be how it would work, at least. Int is only mana regen. He could be like a mana battery, exactly. Hover, man. Intelligence affects mana regen. Wait, acetoneluvr? I saw you in another chat. That's a strike and a half. Because I saw you were, whose chat were you shitposting in? And now you're shitposting in my chat. I must have seen you chatting somewhere on the weekend causing problems, because I remembered the name acetoneluvr. And I was like, that's a crazy name. You pay by the letter? You're not typing anything in your defense. What chats were you in this weekend? What chats were you in this weekend? I was in Apollo's chat chilling. Yeah, I bet you were chilling. Apollo, pull up his logs, please. Pull up his logs. Sorry, pull up their logs. I think you might be colorblind. Any defense before I ban you for being ableist? No? Based. You have nothing to say in your own defense, say nothing. I respect the honesty at the very least. Now, 5 bleed is no joke, man. Bro, I'm not even kidding. Chili, what are you not kidding about? Let me know. Pull up. I get 3 CS Skin website emails a day now. That's awesome, man. It's not. It's obviously not the move, but it could be awesome. Never gamble? Librarian, I could have told you that, man. Librarian, they're holding your ass to the fucking fire. Do you see that? They're saying you made an edit of me getting opening 100 cases and getting nothing, and you still opened 200 cases and got nothing. But I don't think that's fair, because I don't think you did get nothing, right? You got a knife that kind of sucks, but I mean, it's still better than like a default knife, which is what I have. He could have bought it for 10 bucks. Yeah, but then he wouldn't have had an excuse to gamble for it. I'm starting to think you guys don't understand. You say you understand, but I don't think you actually do understand. Holy dash twice to heal our thief and give them some stat ups. And then lick our thief as well. It's that simple. Oh my god, I forgot to put mind control on the thief again, man. You're so real for this. What the fuck? Every single time. Remind me after the round instead of asking me questions about which 3 pasta sauces are in the Italian flag. I saw you talking about Aglio Olio too. You really think you're binging with Babish, bro. It's a big kitchen and you're not in it. I think I'm gonna hold this on you. I see that mutations can be awesome. Trust me, I have a degree in biology. Which kind of degree? It's a bachelor's, unfortunately. What's wrong with the bachelor's degree? Well, it's kind of like I'm not doing anything with it. Not only am I a streamer, I got married. Oh, man. Remember when you played Rematch? Guys, my partner died here. I'm gonna let you know, buddy, okay? MRJ4777, earlier comment that I saw in chat was, remember when you played Rematch? If you are the same person who typed that, you're in for a world of hurt, okay? Have you already left? That seems too fast, man. We were just having fun. Oh, it's MRJ, not MJR. MRJ4777. 5 messages in chat. Can I join you? This is when we were playing Rematch. Can I join you? I'm new and I want to play better. Can I have some tips? Play Rematch. Can you please play Rematch? Remember when you played Rematch. Any last words? Boom. How did you do that? I literally, I don't mean this to be condescending. I read the byline of an article that said 22% of college freshmen are functionally illiterate and the only thing they know how to read is stop signs and exit signs. And that got me realizing that when Twitch chat goes, how are you aware of this piece of information that I typed into chat? They really don't understand. 1 in 4 of them don't understand that it's because they typed it and I read it and the information made it into my brain. Because you wrote it in text and then I read it. I used my eyes to read the characters that you typed. You banned them for having a special interest? Excuse me. I banned them for being annoying about it. You're allowed to have a special interest. You're even allowed to talk about it 10 times a day, but it can't be the only thing you talk about. If you write a bunch of messages about trains, that's okay. You just need to intersperse other non-train related messages in the meantime. Rematch, though, you might be kind of cooked. How are you gonna live? I love trains. They literally are awesome. I guess I walked through fire there, my bad, y'all. What's your special interests? Typically whatever food I'm eating in a given moment. Unfortunately. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the bathroom really quick because this run's gonna go longer than I thought. I'll be right back. We will finish this run today, I swear it to you. Folks, you're not gonna believe this. I'm not gonna say what website, but I muted, motherfucker. You got me again. I got an email from a website that said, hey, we want your feedback. Fill out the survey and get a $5 gift card. Oh shit. The discourse has been heard and they are actually taking it under advisement, bro. What? I've been saying we will not fill out any fucking surveys unless they give us store credit somewhere. Or cold hard American cash that can be converted to a local denomination of currency. More enemies to do nothing? Nestor hears something whispering from the darkness. We'll find another way. What's best, surprise or intimidation? Surprise. Nestor got +2 move! Oh my god! And they say there's no good events in this game. Read what the ooze does? Dead ass, I'm done with reading today. Now that I know that the average college freshman reads at like a 2nd grade level, I'm like, why am I wasting so many calories reading at like an 8th grade level, man? I could literally be like so much more thermodynamically efficient. The weather outside is weather. W, who said that? Cracker Jacks, W for getting Sarah Marshall reference. Number one thing that pisses me off about Letterboxd, mid-2000s comedies that Judd Apatow was involved with are underrated. Superbad is underrated, 40-Year-Old Virgin is underrated, Forgetting Sarah Marshall is underrated, and Knocked Up is underrated. Those 4 specifically, Gen Z's not fucking with them, and that's okay. We need more millennials on Letterboxd. They should all be 3.8 to 4.1. Superbad's not underrated. It's at like a 3.7. It's at like a 3.7 on Letterboxd. Slap of the bass. There you go. I forgot about I Love You Man. I Love You Man could be up there too. Even Role Models. Role Models is pretty good too. Why is Superbad so low? Because they're saying it didn't age well because it's got Jonah Hill in it. Not a very persuasive reason. You'd be surprised the type of shit they be saying these days or whatever. Superbad might be a classic, it's just not a good classic. That's where you're right. It's not a good classic, it's a great classic. I'm 30, my wife's 28. She told me 21 Jump Street was never funny. Let me think about that. So if your wife's 28, she was born in like 1997. Oh fuck, she was like 14 when 21 Jump Street came out. Maybe the high school scenes were too real. I was like 22 or something like that. The high school scenes were funny as fuck because you expect that Channing Tatum is gonna kill it in high school as a fucking bully, but then it turns out that being woke is actually cool in high school in 2010, because 2010 was the most woke year of all time. Thank you for saying it's a modern day subversion of expectations. I don't think NL likes Step Brothers. It's not my favorite of the Judd Apatows, but I don't even think it's, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure that's an Adam McKay. But I watched it once in like 2009 maybe, and I was like, this shit sucks. And then I watched it again, probably like 2017, and I went, you know what? It's actually okay. I definitely, for me, I mean, Superbad is an all-timer, of course. I'm probably the first person to ever say it. But I gotta give some love to 40-Year-Old Virgin, too. I think it's maybe the most underrated of the Apatow verse. Next to the bubble. I misclicked, y'all. My bad. You literally attacked me when I have thorns? Like, are you stupid? You attacked me when I have backflip? Are you dumb? You are really dumb. For real. Have we heard from Antoine Dodson recently?
Obviously, we have a rapist in Lincoln Park. He's climbing in your windows. He's snatching your people up, trying to rape them. So y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband because they raping everybody out here.
I've been having a lot of dreams about Antoine Dodson. I always think that there has to be one guy out there who thinks that Linkin Park from the Antoine Dodson video and Linkin Park, the band, are the same thing, and is so confused that people are like glazing Linkin Park. He's like, the band where the guy said, obviously there's a rapist in Linkin Park. We're all forgetting about the fact that there's a rapist in Linkin Park, and we're listening to I've Become So Numb. Not me, bro. I'm not separating the art from the artist on that one. Fuck it, we ball. What can I say, man? Don't say I never did anything nice for you by playing a video game slightly longer. Which actually is not that bad, but delaying my lunch. I mean, this is where you guys should be dropping the, I think you should leave reference. You can't push lunch, bro. Especially when it's chicken potato. That's like one of the lunches of all time. We win these, bro. How do you feel about booping the rock? Unlike the internet, I'm not a curling expert. Also, unlike the internet, I've watched like 4 full curling matches, and I resent anything that makes me have to watch any more curling than I'm already forced to. When I would have killed this morning instead of Canada versus Sweden in Olympic curling if they had just played like Denmark versus Czechia hockey, I guess it wasn't on, or like Germany versus Latvia or something. Please, please. You could have watched the hockey on CBC Gem. Yeah, but I only have CBC Gem on my phone, and I was using it to watch Police Story from 1985. That's right, the Jackie Chan movie. I watched Hard Boiled the other day. Shit rocked. Turns out they kind of knew what they were doing. It's kind of crazy that they took Jackie Chan, or maybe he brought himself, now that I think about it. But he left Hong Kong at like the height of his acting and directorial and stunt work powers, and then came to Los Angeles and made The Tuxedo. Like, what the fuck was he thinking, man? I mean, I guess he was making a lot of money, but like at the same time, that's kind of a fucked up move. I don't know. He was on one when he made that decision. You remember Shanghai Noon? Yes, and to quote Ben Stiller, I also remember the sequel, Shanghai 12:30. You know your overtime? Yeah, it's a long run. It's okay though. Chicken potato will be there when I need it. I'm trying to think of who deserves the buff, bro. It's gone? Nah, she wouldn't do that to me. Chad, I started taking Metamucil, by the way. Turns out Metamucil's goated. Until you have someone in your ear telling you there was a professional wrestler who almost died taking psyllium husk. Apparently, I looked it up to see what the story was. Apparently, a wrestler needed to have a fiber supplement. He looked at the back of the bottle, and it said 1 to 3 scoops. And he said, I'm not a normal guy. So he took 5 scoops, and then he started pooping blood, and he passed out. So be careful with that. My advice to you is if you are taking medicine, always follow the instructions on the back unless you're smarter than doctors, which does happen from time to time. But to be honest, I didn't know Metamucil could do that to you. So do not take 5 scoops of Metamucil on day 1. Get nudged, bro. I don't know, fucking get trampled over 2 tiles diagonally. See if I know what the fuck I'm doing. Spoilers, I fucking don't, but check this out. Get melee attacked, and then get trampled. That's a 2 all stats up on everybody, in case you're interested. Or you give a fuck or whatever. Just kill him. I mean, you got so many all stats up. This is 6 all stats ups, man, for 5 damage. It's not 6, it's 16? Holy shit. After all that, he died to wind. After that, like, 20-minute long fight, he died to wind? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. Give a unit weakness 5 and all stats down. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. The most well-earned chicken potato. Until tomorrow, when we win every single game of Counter-Strike, and I open a knife, and I get placed at gold Nova, and then I get chicken potato. I mean, we're gonna call it right here. I know we got some shit to do, but I gotta save the damn game. Mewgenics is good. Mewgenics, it's long. I'm gonna send you over to my live stream. Enjoy yourself, and I will be back tomorrow. Later, y'all.
Susie Screw had a partner named Sasha, Dumper. I remember her number like the summer. It was her and Susie, yeah, they threw a slumber party, but you could not call it that because it was slumber. Well, it was more like spending the night, 3 in the morning, yawning, dancing under street lights. We chilling like a villain and feeling right, in the middle of the ghetto in the hood, but in spite. Although the bull S were on our backs staring at the stars above, talking about what we're gonna be when we grow up. I said, what you wanna be, she said, alive. It made me think for a minute, then looked in her eyes. I could have died. Time went on, I got grown, rhyme got strong, came back home, fine little Sasha was gone. Her mama said she was a dude that was treating her wrong. I kept on singing my songs and hoping at a show that she would one day be standing in the front row. 2 weeks later, she got found in the back of a school with a needle in her arm, baby, 2 months due. Sasha Thumper. It's like that, yo. I love who you are, love who you ain't. You're so Anne Frank. Let's hit the attic and hide out for about 2 weeks. Bruh.